Well, hello there, y'all. Now, I said I wasn't going to do this anymore, but here we go. It's another 3 episode review. This is my review for Real Housewives of Miami, episodes 4, 5, and 6. Now, it's not even that I'm not feeling Miami because it's still one of the best franchises on Bravo. It's just, it gets lost in the shuffle. And I'm like, oh, I'm going to get to it. Second week go around, okay, I could do 2 episodes in a row. And then yesterday was Wednesday. I'm like, oh man, here we go again. Here we go, going through the same thing. Yeah, so let's get into it, y'all. It is 11 o'clock. Let's see what time I finish all 3 episodes. So this episode opens, it's gonna be Larsa's charity event for Make-A-Wish. It's a celebrity basketball game. All the ladies are invited. And first we see Nicole, whose man is taking her to get private basketball lessons. I keep saying Nicole's husband and they're not married yet. And I don't wanna say Nicole's baby daddy. Partner sounds weird too. I'm gonna just say her man. Anyway, she's telling him like how she had a conversation with her mom in the last episode. She's asking when she's gonna have another baby, when's the wedding's gonna be. Her man is like, oh, well, we should get baby number 2 out the way. Then we can have a flower girl and a ring bearer. I love how non-traditional they are. Like, I really love their relationship. And they're straight and they don't get on my nerves. It's so crazy. So next scene we're with Adriana being visited by Julia. Julia's trying to organize an F cancer party for her wife Martina. And she's also going to be doing opera for her as well. And Adriana suggests that they have the party at her house. Adriana's house is nice. I think she needs to clean that pool though. So all the ladies are invited, but Adriana is hesitant to invite Marisol. But, you know, it's Julia's event, and plus the theme of it, I mean, that would be petty if she didn't invite Marisol. Honestly, I'd be surprised if Marisol would even want to go because she ain't really seen it for Julia either. Now see, I like Julia, but I don't want to see her get opera lessons. I mean, I heard how she sound in the last episode. Oh yeah, I'm not doing this. Her opera teacher sound amazing though. So next scene we're with Alexia and both of her sons, and they're going to Frankie's doctor appointment. I'm guessing with the foundation they got within the last season. Look, Alexia is the most endearing when she has her scenes with Frankie or just her sons in general. It's interesting, like Alexia, Teresa, Giselle, like I can't stand them. But when they're with their children and just being great moms, they're so endearing. So next scene we're with Lisa and her kids going to her new boyfriend's house. So the kids don't know that she's seeing him, so she calls him Uncle Joey for them. Now, wouldn't that be weird if, you know, they see her mom kissing Uncle Joey? Yeah, I think she should just tell them, because their dad is dating too, and I'm sure he's not saying, well, there's your Aunt Floozy. Yeah, her boyfriend's a good man. I mean, all that emotional baggage she coming in with and 2 kids, yeah, she got to keep her there. All right, so next scene is the day of the charity basketball game. All the ladies will be riding in a sprinter to the arena. So the ladies are arriving. It is Alexia's birthday. She keeps reminding us. Oh, Guerdy. She gets there, and here we go with another Mugler outfit. Same outfit, different franchise. She looks great in it. I'm just tired of seeing that design. Speaking of Guerdy, she said in her confessional that she's not going to tell other ladies about her diagnosis yet because it's just not the day. She doesn't want to like dampen the mood, but she doesn't know that all the other ladies know about it. So we go to their confessional and they all say they're not bringing it up. And then, you know, production, they being messy. They show Larsa with the caption, basically told everyone. Larsa ain't shit. And I think we're far enough in the video to where I can really cuss her ass out. So we have some conflict already. So the bus stops for like a bathroom break, only after 9 minutes, by the way. Alexia and Marisol go into the bathroom, and in there they're talking about Adriana and how she has flatulence. They're kind of talking about her, but they didn't know that Adriana was actually in the bathroom and can hear them. Adriana then lets them know that she's in the bathroom and says, y'all are unbelievable. Of course. So they're now bringing it on the bus. And then Adriana finds out she's on the same team as Marisol. And she says, is that a good idea for me to be on the same team with her? because I was fine until a couple of minutes ago. Now, I don't think it's fair that Alexia and Marisol are trying to play it down now that they were talking about Adriana behind her back. Don't be announcing your bodily functions on the bus. Nobody want to hear that. Okay, well, maybe she didn't want to hear being talked about by two people that she was trying to move forward with. Y'all got caught. Just cop to it. I don't know how we got to this conversation, but Alexia has two toilets in the bathroom, I'm guessing facing opposite directions, and she says that she actually pees and shits in front of her husband. Wait, time out. Side note, I have no idea that Guerdy's husband was on the Sprinter. He is so quiet. Oh my God. So now an argument has started because Alexia was talking about Todd, and during that party where he missed out on, he ran into a few people. I don't know, it's two conflicting stories. First he says like he didn't want to go to the party because there were people there that was talking about his stepson and he didn't want to break bread with them. But according to Adriana, he said hello to her, he was polite, he said he had no issue with her and he needs to work on his marriage. So somebody lying. But Alexia seemed glad to tell Adriana that she's the one that Todd has a problem with. So now they're going back and forth. Also, Adriana had a witness. So Lisa was there too. And she heard Todd tell her that she wasn't the problem. And he did say he's the one that needs to work on his marriage. Oh my. So Marisol, she gonna stand up for her friend. I feel bad for Adriana because she don't have her ride or die Julia with her. Because Marisol can't wait to jump in Alexia's battles. So yeah, she was making excuses for Todd, saying, oh, maybe he was trying to be polite and he didn't think he was going to get into an argument with you. Adriana's had enough. She tells Marisol to shut up, and I think she called her a motherfucker. Ooh, these two are going at it with each other, kind of like a Margaret and Jennifer, like just really cutting each other. Marisol accuses Adriana of trying to fuck her ex. Adriana says, I'm not afraid of you and your poison anymore. You're just a drunk. So now Alexia jumping in again and trying to confront Adriana about what she told, I think, Kiki and them when she was riding in the car about like, who is Alexia without Todd because he's the one that's making money. I mean, I gotta give it to Adriana. She's holding her own though. The other ladies are tired. Like, I can't imagine how long they were in this Sprinter, like listening to them argue with each other. And I'm sure the men had to be uncomfortable. Oh my God, Alexia, we get it. It is your fucking birthday. And then she tries to rub in Adriana's face. Oh, I can't wait for the gift that Todd gives me. Cuban Teresa is something. Oh, thank God they finally make it to the arena. So we see the ladies in the locker room. They're changing into their uniforms. It looks like Lisa doesn't want to switch teams or whatever. And she tells the ladies, okay, this is for charity. Like, it's not that big of a deal. And then we see Adriana just sulking in the corner like she's on timeout. The other ladies are just trying to keep the peace. So then Julia and Martina arrive. And then, of course, Adriana is updating Julia on what happened on the Sprinter. So after telling Julia what happened, she says she don't want Marisol and Alexia at the fuck cancer party because it's gonna be at her house. She says she don't want two snakes in her house. When Guerdy hears this, she's very annoyed by it and says it's all petty bullshit. Like, you should be looking at the bigger picture. Like, we're celebrating someone overcoming cancer. Just get out another space though if you don't feel comfortable with them coming over. So the celebrity basketball game's about to start, but I'm like, where's the celebrities? All right, now this game kind of losing me. It's giving the best fiends tea. Child, I don't know what's going on with this basketball game. I think Adriana fell, as well as Marisol. So a little later, we see Adriana and Julia talking, and Julia looks like she really wants everybody to come to the fuck cancer party. But Adriana, she's just kind of stuck on fuck that bitch. So this game is finally over, thank God. And the black team won by 2 points. Whew, I'm glad this scene is over with. So they're all backstage in the locker rooms now, and they're celebrating Alexia's birthday. They have a cake out. Meanwhile, we see Adriana with the biggest trout mouth on her face. She says she's done with Alexia and Marisol. So Alexia then gets a gift from Todd, and she can't wait to open it up in front of everybody, especially Adriana, so she can rub it in her face. She even admits that in her confessional. So Alexia's gift is an Audemars Piguet watch that's worth $78,000. And yeah, she's definitely doing bling, bling, bling. Bitches is mad. She might as well said it. Anywho, we see the credits are rolling. And, we cut to Adriana in her confessional, throwing a little shade at Alexia's marriage. And that is where the episode ends. Let's get to episode 12. So this episode opens with Julia practicing her opera again at Adriana's house. Fast forward. Next scene, we're at Marisol's house, and we see that she's wearing a sling, and we found that she hurt herself at the basketball game in the last episode. She fell, and Marisol, she looks fragile as fuck. I'm surprised she didn't shatter into pieces. So then we see she's being visited by Kiki, and she comes in with a walker. Did she hurt herself too? So yeah, it looked like she hurt herself too. And I'm sure this is the last time Lady's gonna participate in this charity basketball game. So of course Marisol's complaining about Adriana, even though her and Alexia started that fight. And then Kiki's saying that her friendship with Larsa has changed since she got with Michael Jordan's son. Yeah, like she is completely enamored with that man because she wants access to the money. Even though I heard he was in debt. So I don't know. But yeah, I can totally see her pushing her friends to the side for a man. So next scene we're with Nicole and Alexia actually doing a double date with their men at a cooking class. This idea was suggested by Alexia, and it looks like she's really extending the olive branch to Nicole and Anthony. That's his name. I don't know why I was struggling so hard to remember. I'm getting old. This is so strange. Alexia and Todd are really kissing Nicole and Anthony's ass. So they're bringing up Julia's F cancer party, and Alexia's just wondering why is it at Adriana's house. And, it's going to be awkward, especially because last time she saw her was on the Sprinter. But what's really standing out is, Alexia and Todd both have different stories of why Todd didn't show up. They're still not addressing it because both of their stories contradict each other. Alexia says she's still going to go to the F cancer party, but she's not going to have this conversation with Adriana because she thinks it's inappropriate. Alexia says she's still going to the F cancer party, but she's not going to have that conversation with Adriana because she thinks it's the wrong time and place to have it. Oh my God. Next scene we're with Larsa and Michael Jordan's son. Another couple with the podcast. Nah, fast forward. Looking at Michael Jordan's son, he looks a lot like Tyler Perry. Even sounds like him. I really could have gone without that tidbit from Michael Jordan's son that Larsa used to babysit him. Yeah, they're insufferable as a couple. So next scene we're with the two besties, Julia and Adriana, and Adriana's about to get a ketamine shot. Ketamine, like Special K. Okay. So as they're driving and talking about the F cancer party, Julia has yet to invite Marisol. So while she's in the car with Adriana, she calls Marisol on speaker to invite her. And when she does, Marisol, it seemed like she gave her a BS excuse. Oh, I'm going to have a procedure done and then I'm going to have to lay down later so I can't come. Okay. When she hangs up with Marisol, Adriana's like, that's bullshit. She's bullshitting you. She doesn't want to come because it's at my house. Uh-oh, so it looks like the two besties are getting into it over Marisol. Like, Julia's trying to give an objective opinion on it, and Adriana ain't having it. So far right now, the whole Marisol and Alexia versus Adriana is getting real Whitney versus Heather, just really redundant. So now we're with Adriana, she's getting her ketamine shot. Fast forward. Okay, so I was watching a little bit of it, of her ketamine experience. She goes from laughing and psychedelic to crying viciously. Like, really crying. So next scene, we're at a Formula One event with some of the ladies. Is Larsa gonna bring that man with her every single place she goes? Damn, I don't think I've seen a scene with Larsa without him. So it's Lisa, Larsa, and their men, and Kiki, who's again the fifth wheel. And she's like, I thought it was just gonna be us three. Damn, Kiki didn't waste no time. Like, it looked like she's a little upset by this. And she tells Michael Jordan's son, I miss my friend. And I'm on Kiki's side. It seemed like Larsa can't do nothing without him. So we cut to Larsa's confessional, and of course her superficial ass don't give a fuck what Kiki's feeling. She says, I've been going out and about with my friends for 5 years. I want to be with my boyfriend. I don't know how anyone can be friends with this chick. So a little later, Lisa was telling Larsa that she went to an event with Guerdy and Adriana, and she was telling Guerdy that she wants to be here for her, and, you know, talking about her cancer diagnosis that Larsa told her about. And then she said that Guerdy went off on her. So then we get a Shonda Rhimes rewind one day earlier to that event, and we see Lisa telling her this, but she says it in a veiled way, whereas she knew she wasn't supposed to know that information, and she didn't want to throw her friend Larsa under the bus. And then Guerdy's like, well, give me the details. How do you know? Like, who told you? And Lisa doesn't want to say it. She's like, I can't give those details. You can't give her details concerning her own cancer diagnosis? Really? And when we cut to Guerdy's confessional, she knows exactly who told Lisa. Guerdy is pissed, and she tells Lisa, I tested someone because I knew they couldn't keep their mouth shut. And Lisa's taking it, why are you testing? There's no testing, people. Maybe she was testing Larsa's trust, and it looked like she failed. Larsa's not to be trusted or befriended, in my opinion. Larsa still doesn't get it. We saw you, Heffa, in the 3rd episode, gossip about Guerdy's cancer diagnosis. What a vile, phony-ass floozy she is. I cannot stand her ass. Oh yeah, she's disgusting the more she talks about it. You're not supposed to be drinking. You have cancer. What? Larsa, just stop talking. Stop talking. Anywho, next scene is the day of Julia's fuck cancer party, and we just see a bunch of the ladies getting ready. We're with Guerdy now, she's getting ready, and she is pissed at Larsa. She's like, why does she feel the need to tell everybody? Like, what if her kids didn't know? What if her family didn't know? Her husband, bless his heart, is trying to calm her down. Larsa need her ass whooped. So we also hear from Guerdy that she announced her diagnosis on social media. I'm guessing since she found out Larsa told somebody, maybe she told everybody. So she just wanted to hurry up and make that announcement. So we're at Adriana's house where the party is. People are arriving. Guerdy's there. Alexia's there. They're talking right quick, about Guerdy's diagnosis that she announced on social media. And then Alexia says that she already knew. She had to do that. Of course she was. But Guerdy tells her, yeah, I knew you knew because Larsa told you. And I'm so angry about it because I'm sure she told you in a space where, I'm sure the bartenders were there, the waiters were there. Who else heard? Yeah, it looks like when Larsa arrives, she's definitely going to get checked by Guerdy. Oh my God. So Nicole arrives and, she gets in on the conversation. She tells Guerdy that Larsa called her and said, oh, you're friends with Guerdy. Is this real? What? Larsa needs to be slapped. Bitch slapped. Ooh, y'all, I wish this was my Patreon because I'm trying to be real PC when I talk about Larsa. Because when I saw her at BravoCon, I didn't give a fuck. I walked right past that woman. But yeah, Guerdy hears this and it's not helping. It's not helping at all. Yeah, it's really the audacity for me. First you tell this woman's business, then you call her best friend in the group and ask if it's real. So everyone is there with the exception of Marisol, who isn't coming, and Lisa, who everyone isn't sure is coming because there's this story out about her that her ex is accusing her of putting a tracking device on his car. Oh, I forgot to mention Larsa. She isn't there yet, but here she is. She pulls up, of course, with Michael Jordan's son, because they are just joined at the hip. She has not had a scene in the past 2 episodes without this man by her side. Whew, when Larsa arrives, you can see the look on Guerdy's face. It's reminiscent of, y'all know Kill Bill, when she sees somebody that and everything turns red. It's given that. So as they're talking about Lisa, Guerdy says, now with the gossip, guys. And then Larsa's like, what? And then Guerdy's like, I'm not talking to you. So Larsa, she's like, why are you so mad? And, Guerdy's trying to hold her mule, and the lady's trying to change the conversation. So the credits are rolling, and Guerdy's like, oh yeah, I can drink. My doctor says I can. And she makes sure Larsa can hear her. The look on Larsa's face. We cut to her confessional. She's like, okay, you're gonna keep poking at me. I'll give you one time, but you're gonna wake up the bear and you're not gonna like it. What you gonna do? What are you gonna do? What are you gonna tell Guerdy that's going through cancer to hurt her feelings? What are you gonna say? Because I think you already hurt her feelings by sharing her cancer diagnosis like gossip to everybody. So then we get back to where's Lisa. So Larsa calls her on FaceTime, and Lisa says the police is at her house. And the episode ends on that cliffhanger. Thankfully, we have episode 6. Let's get to it. Right now, it is 1:40. Look at that. I'm gonna try to get through it, y'all. I am white knuckling it. So episode 6, we pick up right where we left off. It turns out that the police are coming to Lisa's house because she called them on Lenny and his mom. She says she's still going to the party, but she just gotta tuck her kids to bed. All right, so the time has come for Julia to sing opera to Martina in front of everybody. Let's see how she sounds. Oh, okay, so that was cute. And then Martina looked like she really appreciated it. And y'all know Martina don't be smiling. Like, she usually has a grimace on her face. But the way she lit up seeing Julia sing, you know it meant a lot. Okay, so Lisa arrives, and I'm just wondering, girl, why did you come? Like, she's crying, like, soon as she see Larsa. So Lisa's telling Larsa and Alexa what happened, and she said that she got into it with Lenny as well as his mom. They were both badgering her, harassing her in front of her kids. She threatened to call the police, and she did. I think she needs to get out of that house. Really. I get that she's trying to be tough and stand her ground, but I don't think it's a good environment for her or her children. We then see the article shown by production that when the police came over, it was improbable cause, so they couldn't arrest Lenny or his mom. I mean, it sucks what they're doing to her, but you can't call the police on somebody for being an asshole, unfortunately. So the rest of the ladies join as Lisa's talking, and, you know, we see from their confessionals that they all agree that Lisa needs to get out of that house. So as all the ladies are talking, Guerdy has this look on her face like she just wants to slap a bitch. Nicole notices that and asks her, is she good? Guerdy clearly isn't good. And then Lisa pipes in and says, Guerdy, you know, I'm sorry what you're going through. I can't believe this. You know, we tried to talk. And Guerdy's like, yeah, but you knew already, so we couldn't talk. And then Larsa chimes in now and says, Guerdy, you didn't tell me not to tell anybody. You lying trick. You lying trick. Production, please roll the footage. Yep, and like clockwork, production's rolling the footage. You are a liar. I just want to know, why can't her dumb ass just take ownership of it? Just say you're sorry. But she keeps just making these excuses. Then she's questioning Guerdy. Then trying to make her feel bad. Like, it seems like she's just trying to win an argument. She don't give a shit about their friendship. It's making me angry just watching this. Guerdy tells Larsa, who the hell are you to tell my business as news to people? Who are you? They're raising their voice now. Guerdy then calls Larsa a pathological liar, which I agree with, but then Larsa can't take the heat anymore, so she gets up and walks away. And then Lisa, I'm gonna need you to pipe down and stop trying to defend Larsa. You know the girl is wrong. I was literally trying to get the girls to rally around her. No, you weren't, you pathological lying ass heifer. Thank you, Guerdy. Lisa, pipe down, because if it was Lenny and we were talking about that to somebody, you would not like it. The word of the evening is accountability, and Larsa doesn't know a thing about that. And I think it's because she's a self-absorbed, superficial, narcissistic liar. So after all that, Guerdy's had enough and she decides to leave. I will say the only person that had her back out there is Dr. Nicole, and I applaud her. So the party's over. Next scene, we're with Lisa, Larsa, and Adriana. They're with a realtor right now, and I'm sure they're trying to get Lisa the hell out of the house she's staying in. So the place they're looking at is really nice. It's a luxury condo, of course, but $6.9 million? Does Lisa have that? Is Lenny gonna pay for that? Yeah, this place is clearly out of Lisa's budget. So now Larsa's talking about how Guerdy went off on her, and she still does not get it. Adriana's trying to help her get it, but then Larsa has the nerve to say, she's getting mad at me, she was gonna tell him anyway. Really? You can't even tell people you have a fake ass. Like, what if somebody confirmed it? How would you feel? That's probably the silliest analogy, but that's all I can think of at 2 a.m. in the morning. So then in other news, Lisa lets the ladies know that they're gonna take a mini girls trip to Palm Beach. Wow, so when Larsa hears this girls trip announcement, she asks, can she bring her man? She really is one of those. I really cannot stand her, and not in the good way. Can we please have less Larsa scenes? Like, every time I see her, I get sick to the stomach now. So next scene, we're with Julia and Nicole hanging out. Nicole's son is so cute. If I couldn't stand children so much, it would make me want one. So Alexia joins them too. I don't know where they are. It looked like some type of farm property. All right, so they picking sunflowers. Fast forward. And then Nicole is talking about, possibly trying to get pregnant. So they're having lunch now. They're talking about Lisa's business. And Alexia's saying that she's just so concerned for her that she's still in that house. As she's talking about Lisa, Lisa calls her. Ooh, side note, y'all. It is 2:25 a.m. We got 30 minutes left. I'm trying to hold on. I'm trying. So the reason why Lisa's calling is so she can invite the ladies to Palm Beach. So they're just talking about fluff. I think I can fast forward. So next scene we're with Guerdy, Marisol, and Kiki grabbing drinks. So Guerdy's talking about her view now on the situation with Larsa. And she said she'll accept an apology, a genuine one. Not no I'm sorry if or I'm sorry you felt. I am sorry for something that I did. It just really sucks to see that Guerdy has to explain herself. Like, she just wants empathy from Larsa. So now she's upset, she's crying, they're trying to just calm her down. Oh man, that almost got me. Oof. So next scene we have Julie and Alexia together, of all people. They've come a long way, and they're just shopping for Palm Beach. Okay, more fluff conversation, fast forward. Damn, well that was fast. So next scene, I guess it's the day all the ladies go to Palm Beach. They're meeting up at, this isn't Lisa's house. They're meeting up at Lisa's man's house. So it looks like everyone arrived, and all the ladies are getting along for now. So it looks like they're all driving in two separate cars to Palm Beach. No Sprinter, unfortunately. And some of the ladies are questioning, is that Lenny's car Lisa's driving, or is it hers? And she says, oh, well, it's our car, but it's in his name. Well, Lisa, then it's his car. That's how that works. Child, so speaking of Lenny and Lisa are both playing in court. But we found out from the ladies' confessionals that Lisa's kind of leaving details out because it seems like Lenny keeps suing her, like for what she's doing. But you know what? I'm gonna take Lisa's side on this, even though her stories have been contradicting to Lenny's. So Lenny is still the topic in Lisa's car, and I think Marisol and Guerdy are trying to politely say, girl, you gotta stop talking about your ex, especially in front of your new man. She's not getting it. She's pretty stubborn, like Larsa. Lisa, of course, doesn't want to hear the truth, and then she said she started getting anxiety, so they just stopped talking about it. So as the ladies pull up to the property, this mansion is nice. Wow. Come on, budget. So we got the usual race to the room, but Larsa and Lisa, they get the primary. So after the ladies chose their room, we see Julia talking to Adriana about Alexia, and saying that, they were supposed to share rooms, but she noticed that whenever she brought it up in conversation, Alexia would say, oh, let me check with Todd, or I gotta see what Todd says. And Julia thinks that, is it because I'm a lesbian? She feels she needs to ask her husband permission? As if, like, gay people can't control their impulses? She got a point, and you know what? I'm not surprised because Alexia is ignorant. I mean, there's history of it. Ooh, I can't wait for the drama that's going to produce. So the credits are rolling, we cut to Julia's confessional, and she's genuinely concerned about Alexia's comments and just thinking, do I want to pursue this friendship? Because I know exactly what she was talking about. And that's where the episode ends. Ooh. Ugh, y'all, I am so tired. It is now 3 a.m. Yes. I did enjoy Miami. I will say, my 3-episode run for the review, I think Salt Lake City won it. I laughed way more during Salt Lake City. But yeah, I'm enjoying Miami still. Y'all let me know, what did y'all think about what Julia said in regards to Alexia? And also, sound off on Larsa too. I can't say what I want to say. I feel like I need to drag her again on our next Pop Roast Extra. But anywho, y'all, I'm about to get some sleep. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see y'all for the next episode. Bye.